What made you choose music?
Not to be cheesy, but music chooses you.
Oh,
I'm doing the song a month challenge basically. I have songs. I should try to do this, and I can also
100%.
write in the moment.
does it eat up your time in the creative process?
I think for me right now, I'm looking at production or raising my skill set there. Just enough for me to translate the idea on a DAW.
This is the structure of the song. When you hit the studio, what goes first, second, third, and what is the cost breakdown of it?
I usually make a note of the composition, the lyrics, everything is on the page. You know how everyone says usually you record percussion first? I've been recording percussion last.
What is a writer's block for you?
It's not as scary as it sounds. It's actually a very good practice to have because that helps you overcome these blocks.
Have you found your sound?
Something that sounds happy but is not.
Hi and welcome back to Sound Dada. I am Malay and today we have a very special guest with us. Her journey started around a decade ago or a little more than a decade back. I was privileged to have recorded them and mixed and mastered their first ever EP. Back then they were a duo, but now she is a solo artist by the name Radhika Mohite. And she has just released a track called Good Call. And please have it a listen on Spotify and all the other streaming platforms. And today's topic of discussion is going to be collaborations, writing, songwriting in particular, and also marketing and budgets that usually are required to make music. And with our experience of around 10 years plus in the industry, I hope we convey good messaging towards the fellow upcoming artists. And this one is for you guys. Do share it if you like the podcast. And thank you, Radhika, for coming all the way from Pune to this little space of ours.
Thank you for having me.
It's great to have you after a very, very, very long time.
Yes.
To start things off, I want to ask you a very simple question, right? What made you choose music?
I think even when you introduced me, you said that, she's 10 years ago. It's been a decade. And I was just thinking that it doesn't feel like a decade, first of all. And to be very honest, music has always been a part of my life, even when I was younger. But I never thought of pursuing it professionally in any capacity. I mean, I've, with Feathers in Space also, my duo band.
Yes.
Who is great, by the way.
Yes.
We just chose to record that EP and then life happened and masters and education and the next steps and COVID. So all of that happened. So we didn't really keep that sort of going. But for me personally, I never thought I could do this alone. So music was like a pocket of, joy for me. Songs would come, I would write them, and it feels like writing with the universe for me, to be very honest. And when I write them, I never thought, I'll record this in the studio one day and share it with lots of people. So I think that is something that's more recent for me since last year, to be specific. But I think music has just always been there, and I've just found a lot of solace in
Creating.
its company and creating. So not to be cheesy, but music chooses you.
Oh, that's very true, actually. I mean, it is kind of a gift, I believe. But having said that, I also want to know ki you are an amazing singer. You have got buttery smooth vocals. Please have a listen to her songs. Sound amazing. So what happened first? Were you always a singer, or did you learn an instrument and then got into
Yeah, I was always a singer first, but I didn't think of myself as I'm a singer.
Okay.
When we were little, my parents always put me and my sister in the choir, or they would always encourage us to sing on road trips. Maybe so we wouldn't complain about how long the journey is taking.
Correct.
But we've always just been singing. It was a very normal thing, but nothing No, like I did go for Hindustani classical for like a brief time, Carnatic for very like 6 months or something, but we would keep moving. So no traditional training, but I love to sing.
Nice.
I just love it. And then when I was in school, I played the drums. I played for 6
Wow,
years.
really?
Yeah, I did.
You're a
You didn't know
drummer?
this?
I didn't know this.
Yeah, I am. And I started again, by the way. So
Wow. Please hire me as a bassist.
Okay.
So, drum and bass.
done. So
Wow.
I always
Trivia.
Yeah. I always played the drums, and I felt like I always wrote poems as well. I never wrote songs, but I would change word to like Twinkle Twinkle when I was small, and like
Nice.
something was always going on.
Correct.
And in college, I saw one of my seniors playing a ukulele. So I said, oh, it's not a guitar. It's not that hard to play it.
Yeah.
So with the uke, that's when it started for me, and just learning basic chords, just reading them off the web, that just automatically brought about so many ideas, and that's how actually Ticket for Two and Wheels happened. They
Yeah,
were one of my
yeah.
first songs that I wrote on the uke.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Wow.
So it just happened. But
Nice.
music, like singing, came first.
So you mentioned about uke. Was it like, do you compose only with uke?
No.
Or how does your composition style, what comes first? Like, do you just strum and then melody comes, or like lyrics come, or like what is the process like?
I'll always have the uke with me, and I think it's more accessible for me.
Correct.
So that's why predominantly it starts on the uke. But I recently invested in a guitar. So now I've been writing a lot of new songs on the guitar. So I think whatever is around me, I just gravitate towards that. And it starts with a note for me. When I was in the US traveling last year, my family there had a piano. So I composed on the piano. So actually Good Call was composed on the piano.
What?
Yeah, and I don't play, but I just like to play, like just like a child, like, oh, this sounds nice, or like, this is fun, or like, what does this rhythm feel like, you know?
Amazing.
And yeah, so whatever, it does start with sound for me. I like the notes and the composition, and then the words just flow, which I also find out. Oh, this is what I'm feeling.
Wow.
This is what I'm going through.
So feeling is what you said.
Yeah.
Does the emotion drive the song always? Like, say, suppose if you're going through a rough patch, right? Can you write a happy song during that time? Or if you're going through a very happy patch, like, you know, you are probably like just fallen in love, for example. Rather romantic patch. Will a breakup song come through that? Like, opposite songs?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think it's exclusive to what I'm feeling in that moment, because many a times I'm very happy, but then a sad song will come and I'm like, oh, I don't know what this means. And then 6 months down the line, I'm like, oh, that's what it meant. Like, that's what I was, maybe like feeling or going through. And I think songwriting for me is like putting a puzzle together. So the melody comes and then the words come, and I'm not thinking as much, or I'm not wondering ki, I'm feeling like this, or this is.
But have you ever been in an emotion which is like, say, for example, anger or sadness, and then in that, wherein you wanted to, like, you know, when you started writing the writing process, and that has amplified the emotion of the song?
Definitely. Yeah, for sure. That does happen. I mean,
for example, do you have an example?
Yeah, I think so. I have this song called "By the Sea."
Yeah.
It'll come out later this year, guys.
Yeah.
And I hadn't written a song for a very long time because I had gone through a very like terrible heartbreak, and I hadn't written for like months, which was very abnormal for me. Like, and when that song came, I told myself I'm going to sit in the room and I'm not going to leave until I have this song down. Like, I'm never very harsh with myself for anything. I'm very like kind and loving. I'm like, okay, if not now, later. And By the Sea came, and it was just, it feels like a song that's just grieving something that never arrived. And I knew I was feeling that, but I wasn't expressing it because I was just like, whatever, like I'm over it, or I'm not going to, like pay and like give my attention to this thing that's happened in my life. And when that song came, it took a while, and then it just sort of raised everything that was sort of in me that I just didn't even allow myself to sit with for so long. And I think it's not healthy. You should sit with your feelings. But By the Sea is a very special song for me because it made me realize that, hey, this is what I'm going through. It just, yeah, I think it gave me a lot of space in that moment when it was written.
I mean, a follow-up question to that is basically an artist, whenever he or she is singing or performing, you're with that emotion for a while, right? Like, for example, if you're writing a song, you're with that emotion for, say, 3 months, 4 months. Does that take a toll on your own self, or is it like an outlet for you?
It is an outlet, for sure. But sometimes when I'm performing and then I am listening to the words that I've only written,
Oh, wow.
I'm like, oh my gosh, like I can feel that pain sometimes. And I feel very aware ki, oh, I felt like this. I felt like this at one point and it wasn't a fun time. And I'm not feeling like that anymore, but I remember that part of me that was in that moment.
It's a flashback.
Sad or, vulnerable. And I think most of my songs right now are geared more towards bringing out that that sense of like being in limbo and waiting and like hoping and just not knowing what to do next. So I think even you've heard my songs like Bursting Out of Seams and like Blue Sky. Blue Sky especially was about that, like not knowing what to do next and where to go is a very not normal feeling for me because I've always planned things. I've always liked to know, okay, what's next? What am I doing? Or like I like to do things with some, plan in mind. And for the first time in my life, I didn't know what was coming next. And so the songs that followed consequently were a result of like, just everything that I was going through. So,
You just released one song. Before that, 3-4 months back, you released another song. What's your release schedule like? When are you releasing the next songs?
So I usually release, I'm doing the song a month challenge basically.
Wow.
And I've always wanted to do it. I've always seen so many artists like go for it. And I'm like, I have songs. I should try to do this. And 100%. I can also write like in the moment. So I release at the end of every month. So that is my goal. That's my schedule.
Wow.
Plan.
Yeah?
Yeah, really. So
Wow.
you can expect a song at the end of
Feb? Really?
Yeah.
Amazing. So Feb, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. So 11 songs in this year.
Yeah.
Yeah? High five on that.
Okay.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing. It's pretty tough to like kind of, release a song in a month.
Yeah.
It's not, I don't know how to put it, but sometimes the creative process can take a while.
Yeah.
And the question to you on that would be, so where do you draw the line? Okay, now the song is done. Because it can be as simple as just you and the uke, the voice and the uke singing the song and taking it ahead. Or it can be a full-fledged production. Like for example, on Wheels or Ticket for Two. Could have only been uke and voice also.
Yeah.
But we decided to have like drums, bass, guitars and like a layering and vocal textures. And so where do you draw the line?
I think the song draws the line, kind of.
Yeah.
So, for example, Wheels is something that Sanyant was the producer on that song, also there. And I saw how he worked. He was like, oh, this sounds good. But he would always check with us saying, do you hear this instrument in this song? And I remember we were going to record violins also for Wheels. And we started and I'm like, this just doesn't feel like Wheels. It doesn't feel like that song. So when it doesn't feel right, I'm like, okay, this is not going to go. In terms of this challenge, I have to think really quickly and like make these decisions faster. So it's actually something I'm learning right now. So if the song feels like it needs to have like certain elements and certain instruments there, I do my best to like make sure that happens. And if I don't need those many, or if the song doesn't need those many, then we just strip it down. So the song that's coming at the end of this month is very minimal in its instrumentation.
What is minimal?
It's more acoustic sounding. I do have like guitar and percussion going, but it's very simple. There's no like extra layers and pads and like other like things going on in the background. So it's a simple, for me it's a simply produced song.
Nice. Who's producing it, by the way?
Me.
Oh, amazing! High five again. So, since we are talking about producing and collaboration, I want to talk to you about collaborations. What is the difference when you collaborate with a producer versus self-produced? Where do you find it challenging or easy when it comes to the entire decision making in a song?
Yeah, that's a great question. I like collaborating with producers because I think the speed at which they can get things done is just not where I'm at right now. I'll get there, but I'm not there yet. And it's also a good thing to collaborate for me because then I get to ask them or learn from them, and then we both are like, should this go? Should we do this? So it's good to have like a sounding board who's equally invested in the sound of the song. And I've been very lucky because every producer that I've worked with so far, they're very aligned with what the song needs. So it's not about, oh, Radhika wants this. It's like, oh, this song, does it need like a xylophone or like some random instrument we'll think of, and then if it excites us, we're like, yeah, let's try something new, so yeah, I think like working with producers for me has been really fun. Like it's I love it. I really enjoy like finding like common ground, and then I think I'm learning a lot right now, so I'm thoroughly enjoying that.
Nice.
And when it comes to producing on my own, so I'm learning the art of technical production also.
Oh.
So my taste is here and my technical production skills are like still catching up. So I feel like my struggle right now is just the ability to translate my ideas on a DAW.
Yeah, got it.
So that would be my struggle. But otherwise, I enjoy producing on my own also. It's like solo conversations in your head. Like, oh, should we do this?
Amazing.
So,
but you know what? Like, I've always had so many artists that I've produced.
Yeah.
They are like, okay, I want to do my sound, like whatever, engineering or the music production side of it, right? But I always say to them, ki, you have a great skill.
Yeah.
You are creative and you're a composer. Composition is a separate skill set.
Yeah.
Which you need to develop, and producing is a separate skill set. Producing in terms of technical, whatever you said, right? So does it eat up your time in the creative process?
Definitely, it does. I think for me right now, I'm looking at production or like raising my skill set there just enough for me to translate the idea on a DAW. Because I think I lose a lot of my time, even in the studio, just trying to translate what it is that I want in the songs. And my songs are very, they're mellow also, they're sad also, but they don't sound fully sad. So it's,
in between.
Yeah, they're in between. They're like,
idhar jao ya udhar jao.
So it's very like new. And even for me, every time I'm producing something, every song is different. So I'm also trying to figure it out, but they are trying to figure out what I'm trying to say. And so I'm trying to reduce the barrier to communication when it comes to production. I don't want to be like a full-on, like I know how to use this DAW from front to end. Like it's okay if I don't know some things. As long as I can translate what I am
So it's only a survival skill to put your ideas onto into a demo.
Yeah, and what you said about like composing, songwriting, being a separate skill set from producing, you know what it feels like though? It feels like, oh, I can write a song and I can compose, but I feel like I'm falling short in this part. So you often, like I personally felt the need to push myself to learn this. And I did believe that I need to learn it to the best of my capability so that then I'm not falling short in making something that I have written and composed and I love so much. So now I'm like, kai garaz nahi hai.
Correct. No, that's very well put, because oftentimes what happens is you have the idea, you have everything, but you feel helpless because you can't execute it.
Yeah.
And I understand that challenge, because I can't compose so well like you guys. So, Yeah.
You're underselling yourself.
So the next thing I wanted to ask you is about, you spoke about the studio time and everything.
Yeah.
So generally when you're writing, or when you finish your demo of a song,
Yeah.
can you just walk through the entire process? Okay, I have finished lyrics and this is the structure of the song. When you hit the studio, what goes first, second, third, and what is the cost breakdown of everything?
Yeah. So I feel like you've seen me in the most chaotic version of the process when we were just learning what that
Correct.
process is supposed to look like. So I've grown,
Oh,
gotten better.
nice.
Basically, so once I finish the song, I usually make a note of the composition. Once I finish the song, I usually make a note of the composition, the lyrics, everything is on the page. And I'm like, violins come in here. This is what I want. And like, I want it to be swells or notes or melodies, whatever it is. If I already can hear the melody, then I always record a voice note for that and keep. And it's just that reference is also available. And I usually talk to the sound engineers, like when I show them the song, hey, this is the song, this is what we're going to do, this is what I want. And then we just figure out, okay, we're going to schedule guitars first, we'll do like vocals next, and then whatever. Recently, again, in the Song a Month challenge, I have realized that, you know how everyone says usually you record percussion first? I've been recording percussion last, not like intentionally, it's just been happening like that. So it's made for a very interesting juxtaposition in the process of like how it should be done. But it's nice, like something alag. So yeah, so once like everyone in the studio is like aware of what I want, and then they actually help me a lot. So I record at Grace Park, and Ronak has been like the best mentor when it comes to figuring these things out. And I think he's one of the first few people who understood like what I was aiming for with my sound as a songwriter also. So he really helps me translate my ideas while I'm catching up on my DAW. So yeah, he's been very helpful. And everyone at the studio also that I've worked with, they're very patient with making sure that whatever they are trying to help me with, they're doing it to the best of their ability. So I appreciate that, because it really shows in the quality of the songs that I'm lucky to put out, you know?
Correct.
So yeah, that's
you said something very interesting. What sound you're going for? And
Yeah.
as an artist, everybody kind of has this struggle of like finding their own sound.
Yeah.
And every mentor will always say, find your sound, find
Yeah.
your sound. What is your
Yeah.
sound? Have you found your sound?
I'm discovering it for sure.
Okay. So
Yeah.
what is your sound?
Something that sounds happy but is not.
No, okay. So, see, because why I asked you this question, because Good Call, in a way, was completely different sounding
Correct.
than all your previous releases.
Correct.
Okay. It has very different taste in terms of the layering, in terms of approach, in terms of composition, even melody lines for that matter, right? And the play between the voices that is there. So all these things are very differently put than your previous songs. Does a producer also play a role in your sound, or is it like your call? Okay, no, I want to stick to my sound, so to say. So where do you kind of balance it out?
Yeah. Great question. So, if you look at I made a reel about this, okay? Where basically everyone's like, oh, because you have mellow songs, your playlist must be mellow, and here they're like rap songs, R&B, and like all these things. So, I'm not like, when it comes to my sound, I don't mean like boxing myself in like a category of singer-songwriter, indie, acoustic. Okay? That's my jam, always will be. But I personally have a very like eclectic taste in music. Like I listen to K-pop, I listen to R&B, I listen to like artists and musicians from India as well who sing English songs and Hindi songs. So it's a very different mix, and I don't want to just stop at singer-songwriter, indie, acoustic. Like I want to push myself to make songs that are pop or like R&B or soul, or listen, someday there will be a rap song also.
Wow.
But true to me, like maybe not like also intense,
Like intense
but
rap.
something
Yeah.
fun that's like
Yeah.
honest.
Yeah.
And with Good Call, like I was really lucky that Pushkar was down to collaborate on this, and that we had to finish it so quickly because in a month.
Yeah.
So he basically, I sent him. Oh,
The
one more part
structure.
of my process that I forgot to mention. I put together references. So I like, for example,
So mood
if
board.
Yeah, a mood board. So I'll be like, oh, I really liked the way they've played the bass here, and I love the texture of the drum here, or like the vocal treatment here. So I mean, I don't change my vocals and stuff like that in recordings, but I like, okay, they've broken the word like this here, so I want to try this peppy kind of thing. So when I sent him the song also, written on the piano, very simple melodies, like a child. It's true, and it's so much fun. Like I really like recommend.
Would love to listen to the demo
that.
of
Yeah,
it.
okay,
Yeah.
I'll share it with
Yeah,
you.
yeah.
But that's what I'm saying. Like just that, to work with a producer who's okay with listening to a demo that sounds more like play is unparalleled. Okay, like it's very rare. Otherwise, you're like, oh, what if he judges me? Like he's most non-judgmental guy ever.
Yeah.
So I lost my train of thought.
Sorry.
But no, it's okay. But basically, I had a mood board for the song, and I said, this is what I want to do, and can we make something like this? So he's like, yeah, I like it. And then he put together like the guitars. He sent me a piano, this thing first, and then he's like, is this the direction? So I said, yes, this is it. Like, this is good. Let's lock it in. So it was only a main vocal line first, and then we had a little bit of like piano, guitar. He added pads and like very nice. Okay, and the drum beat, he nailed that. Like he just nailed the groove so well.
Amazing.
And the minute he had that, then I got an idea for the last bit of the song. You could say that I'm happier without you. That wasn't a part of the song before.
Oh.
So we wrote it later, and then like the back and forth between the main vocals and like the backing vocals and stuff like that. So we kind of grew with the song, and it evolved as we were talking and sending each other like the files. I still haven't met him in person, by the way.
What?
Yeah, this was
No
all
way.
done virtually. Yeah.
Seriously?
And you know how
Wow.
I heard of him? So I was in a songwriting camp last year, and I met a really good producer there, and he has similar taste, is what I thought. And but he didn't have time, so I reached out to him. I was like, hey JK, do you have time? I want to really make this song, and I want it to sound like this. So he's like, I love the idea, this is really good, but I don't have time right now. But you know who has time? Pushkar. So then he's like, here's his
Amazing.
number. You can just reach out and just, you know, like just connect and see if he's like down for it. And he was. So thanks, JK.
So, since you're talking about Good Call, it's a little personal question. Was it a outlet kind of a song? Like a
100%.
Yeah, because I
Yeah.
went through the lyrics and felt like you are taking a dig at.
No, I didn't mean
not
it.
like a dig at, but like it was just like came from so within, and like what was like your burst of release,
Yeah.
so to say.
Definitely.
So
I've not for people who know me, but I like outwardly I'm not someone who will say
speak
you
it
did
out.
this
Yeah,
to me,
yeah,
how
yeah.
could you? And so okay, full honesty, I've been a part of this arranged marriage process, subscribed to it when I came back after my masters, was in it in COVID also.
Wow.
What a fun experience. Because I think that has inspired a lot of like this music that's
Wow.
coming out, and there was so much that I didn't say or like vocalize with that process, because there's so many expectations that come from women and girls, and just like how
Yeah.
you're supposed to be, and you know, you're supposed to move countries and like just leave everything you know and do and love, and just you know sort of
Get into a
subscribe
family
to their
and like,
subscribe to everything they have like subscribed to, so which is fine. Like, and I was the type of person who was like, yup, that's normal. So this whole process was me just learning that that's not normal or maybe that's not something that's my truth, or something that I would lose myself. And I think I did lose myself
in that phase,
in that process, and that's where the sadness and sorrow comes from for my songs.
Yeah.
So Good Call felt like I was reflecting about that only. Ki so many things didn't work out, and I met quite a few people. Okay, and nothing against anyone. Like everyone's on their own journey, and everyone's wherever they're at in their life, and that's fine. But I just realized how I used to be in that moment, and I remember feeling this sadness and like this weight on my chest where I was like, I could have done more. Should I have done more? And then like last year, I was just reflecting ki, I used to be this person, and do I feel like that? No. Was it how should I say this? Like, was it a bad thing that it didn't work out? So I said no, it was a good call that things ended and like that, and then the song just came.
Nice.
And it was good. Yeah.
Good call.
Good call.
So how do you decide the names of the songs?
Whatever sounds most fun.
Yeah, because for us, for Wandlings, it has been, oh my God, what should we name the song?
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
Because should it be beneath the fireworks? Should it be beyond the fireworks? Should it be something else? Or should like, because I mean, you have so many good hooks, like a name hook.
Yeah.
Right. As a creative writer, I want to ask you this also. Ki, do you write from knowing what the song is about, like the hook of the song, or you just write and then come back to like, okay, this is what I want to call the song?
Okay. I'll be honest, okay? When I write the song, most of the time I don't know what it means. Or like I don't know immediately ki, so this is what it means, and this is what it is. Like with this song that's coming out this month, it took me a while to understand what it's about, okay?
Wow.
I'm like, this is what I mean. Like, it feels like writing with the universe, because sometimes these words or these lyrics, even I'm like, ye kidhar se aa raha hai? Like, I mean, I know I contemplate a lot, but it's really beyond my comprehension sometimes. And then once I always say that Love Song After All, which is chalo, Love Song After All is going to be out at the end of this month. So Love Song After All, which is going to be out at the end of the month, I wrote it when I was in London, and I was really low there because of seasonal depression and the weather, which I was like, it's not going to affect me. It did affect me a lot. And I always, the first line, like, where you off to on your own, leaving me behind all alone. So I used to watch these clouds just pass by like herds of cattle with no gap. So I haven't seen the sun for 3 weeks, 4 weeks at a stretch.
Wow.
And I thought that the song was about that. And like, it is in a way, it is definitely about that. But it's also about this constant search for this idea of like, your life partner, and like they will be like the answer for everything you're looking for and everything. And I realized that recently, ki, that's not like that. And it's there's a lot more to that song than what I initially assumed it was about. So I have forgotten what you asked me first. But
do you write with the hook in mind, or you just write?
No. I don't. As I said, like I just start, like whatever comes, I write.
Got it. So follow-up question to that is like you have been in creative writing process, right?
Yeah.
Like you have written poems, you have written stories, you have written songs. What is the difference? How do you differentiate like a poetry writing to a songwriting to like maybe a story?
I can tell you what's common is that I feel very present. So you feel present in the moment when you're writing.
Okay, you finish it.
All three.
Okay. No, so basically when it comes to say like, you're writing a chorus with a specific thought. Ki, okay, this is going to be the chorus. So when it comes to poetry, do you have your poems sometimes converted into songs or no?
Yeah, Wheels was a poem.
Oh, yeah.
It was written in an international marketing class. And I was just learning about capitalism. And that's when I wrote this poem. It's not enough is never enough. It's literally in my like classwork notebook.
Wow.
And then it just turned into a song later. But it doesn't happen often. It's very rare that the lyrics for a song will come first full. And as it's never happened that only like one or two will come. If the lyrics come first, they come in like chunks, like good
Wow.
chunks, you know.
So follow up would be, do you have a writer's block? What is a writer's block for you?
Writer's block is, I don't know a nice way to say it, so I'm just going to say it. For me, a writer's block is when I am not acknowledging something that is going on in my mind. So same with By the Sea, where I just didn't want to sit with what I was feeling, or sometimes it can be disappointment in yourself. It could be disappointment at life, where you are at in life, random things. And it feels like a huge task to sit with that. And when I don't sit with it is when I feel blocked. But there's this really good book called The Artist's Way by Julia Cameron. Have you heard of it?
No.
You must. I will give it to you. Okay.
Please.
So she has this book where it's a 12-week thing. So every week you read only one chapter. You don't have to read through it like some competition. And she recommends this practice called morning pages. So as soon as you wake up, you write 3 pages of like stream of consciousness writing, which is basically just like, don't think, just write whatever you want to write. Don't judge yourself for it. Once you're done writing, you leave it on the page. You don't read back, wow, I'm so smart, or oh, I'm like this. You just leave it. You're not going to read it back again. And that sort of just opens up a lot of scope for awareness about what's going on in your mind. And it's not as scary as it sounds. It's actually a very good practice to have, because that helps you overcome these blocks. And they're not really blocks. They're just like, you just need to give yourself time to like process certain things so you can move through it. We often try to like jump over or like ignore, and then it just gets worse. So yeah.
Nice.
Sit with it.
Sit with it. Nice. What I want to ask you next is about this. Sorry, I'm jumping from writer's
That's
block
fine,
to
that's
coming back, because that was a question that struck me. So you have song a month,
Yeah.
and it's same about writing. Do you already have written all the 12 songs? These are written and composed, or they are in the process, or you have no idea about what's gonna release
No,
next?
I have idea.
You have idea.
I will not be able to function normally if I don't have.
Follow up would be how many songs do you have, like, and how many of these songs see the light of the day?
I have many songs.
So that is what is many songs.
I don't want to give you a number. I don't want to
Please,
reveal
no.
like this yet. I have a lot. I have a lot. And my plan is to like show all of them the light of day.
Amazing.
I don't function like that, where I'm like, ये अच्छा गाना नहीं है तो मैं
नहीं
नहीं
release
डालूंगी.
करिए,
Yeah.
हाँ.
My Hindi is very bad, sorry.
चलेगा.
But yeah, I personally don't believe in that, because it is. Yeah.
Because I'll tell you what, I have interviewed a bunch of artists, and they always say ki I have say 100 songs and only 5 have seen the light of the day, or only 15 have seen the light of the day. Only 10, 20 are released, others have not. And I'm like, wow, man, does it literally like what is it? Is it then, according to you, what it might be? Could it be laziness? Could it be just that you're not connecting with the song anymore? Could it be okay, you're over that emotion? Or could it be, I don't know. Do you connect with the song that you have written, like, say, maybe 8 years ago?
Yeah.
Yeah, you do?
I do.
Wow.
I think it's very personal for everyone. I can't speak for the ones who have 100 songs. That is a feat in itself. They should be like treating themselves, because it's not easy. That means you have been sitting with whatever it is that you have been feeling, and you have channeled it into this form, whether it's a song, poem, lyric, whatever you're doing. Good job, because that's what matters. Audience and sharing it with other people is a choice that you have. And sometimes in that decision making, artists can be thinking about, I don't want to share this because it's not there yet, or it's not good yet, or it's not similar to my past release, or maybe I know what I'm releasing in the next month, and I know what came before that, so this one doesn't make sense in the sequence. So we're very good at overthinking things and overcomplicating it.
Yeah.
So sometimes artists like to curate their journey and their their legacy is coming to mind. I don't mean legacy, but like your your stream of, art that you share with the world. And I think that's okay. Like, that's just a choice that they have. But I personally, I'm like, yeah, ye hai, ye
Ye hai.
dalungi. And because it's true, right?
Yeah.
Like, you asked me about writer's block also. So if I feel like I'm stuck with a song, or if something's not, coming through, or maybe I need to give it more time to breathe or whatever. Very impatient with that. But I'll just switch to like writing something, or I make comics. So I sit and draw. Or I'll like just spend time in the garden, or with my dogs, or just do something else, which then helps me come back and be like, oh, this could be the next verse, or this could be the melody, or something like that. So, yeah.
Nice. Again, I'll come back to the 12 songs, like one song a month in a year.
Yeah.
What's your distribution strategy like? Because I know you need to give a song like maybe 2 weeks in advance
Yeah.
for it to be released.
Yeah.
How do you market these songs? So what's your take on that?
Yeah. So I make sure that the reason why I know what my next songs look like is because I need to keep it ready for distribution, so I
Correct.
don't miss my
Dates.
last week release.
Correct.
So that's something that's very important to me. And my distributor right now is TuneCore, so they are
Okay.
very good at just their process is very streamlined. So I really appreciate like how they handle things. And in terms of marketing, I am still learning. So I make fun reels and content around the song, which I don't necessarily think too much about. I'm not trying to like curate some like meta ideas or something like that. It's just fun, and it's something I do with my sister. So she also helps me a lot with like ideation, and she's like, oh, you should do this. And we're just trying to be true to how I am as a
Best.
person. And that's what I've been doing right now. I'm definitely looking into or learning more about playlisting and just sort of getting my music heard through like actual like listening platforms like Spotify, Apple Music, and stuff like that. So I don't have an answer for that yet. I'm emailing a lot of people, but yeah, I think it'll happen. It just might
Nice.
it might take some time, but it'll happen.
We'll do a listening session very soon.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
Done.
Okay, so with this, I also want to ask you about what's your live performance dream, right? Like, dream is one, fantasy dream is one side, and like what's your current situation?
What's your
Where do you-
reality?
what's your reality? Where do you plan to be? Have you like what are the steps you take for you to start performing live?
Yeah.
Don't think of it only from your point of view, but like if people want to like approach, what steps should one take, and are you taking?
I'm trying to focus on curating my own shows because I want my shows to be an experience for whoever comes. And I'm working on curating a show in March for like my Pune.
Where are you doing it?
They're confirming.
Okay. You have a place in Thane, so anytime you plan it out, we'll plan it out
Okay.
in the backyard.
Done.
So
Yeah,
yeah,
let's do April.
done.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
Nice.
Yeah.
Thanks.
So you're curating your own shows at the
Yeah.
moment. Okay.
Yeah.
And does it have your unreleased music as well in it?
Yes, definitely. And the reason why I'm curating my unreleased shows is because I have been told that you need to record your live set as well. But for me to play my original music at a venue that's never heard my songs before, it's a little difficult. So I'm trying to create that opportunity for myself. And this is how I'm doing it. So I can have that live recording as well. So then I can pitch it to festivals and other venues and other live, shows.
Got it. Now, a very hard-hitting question. We are in India, and dominant market is either regional music or Bollywood music.
Yeah.
You write everything in English.
Yeah.
Do you see that as a constraint? What is the market value of your music here versus abroad? Or do you ever plan to write in Hindi or any of or Marathi for that matter?
I do have songs in Hindi.
Oh, I didn't know
I'm
this.
I'm trying to figure out how to release them because they're so sweet They're
Nice.
so sweet. I'm just
Amazing.
like, okay. So yeah, I'm working on sharing my Hindi like singles as well. Right now, I'm genuinely considering whether I put it in an EP or do I like share it as singles as a part of this journey or what. When I know, I'll let you know. But in terms of India and the audience, like, you know, mainly listening to Hindi music, I have been told that I should write more in Hindi, so that's always
No, I
been.
think, I mean, it's your call eventually.
Yeah.
You know, your expression is your expression, right?
Yeah.
Language is a secondary thing, I feel.
Yeah, I mean, I've been told that you should write more in Hindi, but I don't feel that barrier. At least with the people who are engaging with my music right now, they always reach out. Even with Calendar to Get By, when Love and I wrote that song and we released like just a reel, the most time pass recording that we could have ever done, and that dog showed up, Murad, and people still resonated with that, and that was a predominantly Indian audience. So I wouldn't say that nobody in India is listening to English music. I think a lot of people are listening to English, indie singer-songwriter, acoustic music as well. But I'm looking at it more as, okay, it's India and the rest of the world. So I'm not limiting, or I'm not gonna let my mind be like, nah, but Hindi is what works here, you know, like if you want to make it big or like if no, we have to try, we have to keep trying till something like, you know, sticks on the wall or
Correct.
It works.
You spoke about making it big. What is making it big for you?
I think making it big right now is where I can comfortably sustain this process of making a song, songs, albums, EPs.
That is, I don't think that is, in my opinion, making it big. That is the like a bare minimum base that you would want as an artist.
Yeah.
But what is that fantasy? Ki, okay, this is what I want. I want to, like, for example, I was talking to one artist the other day. She was like, I want to swim in a pool of money.
Oh.
Like an entire swimming pool filled with money, and I want to swim. That's my fantasy.
I'll tell you what really. Okay. Making it big for me is being able to collaborate with global artists. So for me, that would be working with artists like BTS or, you know, Ray or Olivia Dean or Pratik Kuhad or just anyone. Taylor Swift. I love her. And she's also someone who doesn't, you know, hold back her songs. Like she had that whole struggle when she was with the label that, you know, whatever those issues were, she later released the tracks called In the Vault. So whatever songs were rejected by the label then, she just released all of them. So she has like 30 tracks on an album, which she had put out like years ago. And then she's...
Goosebumps.
Dude, it's so good. And I'm so happy that you have a creative out there who's just like, yeah, I had 15 more songs, so I'm just going to add it to the album. You do what you want with it. And she's at that stage in her career where she can do that. But even for her, it's still... I mean, it could work, it could not work also. Like, it goes both ways, right? Like, we never know how the audience will respond to it. But I feel like she's just so true to herself. And with her, she's like, the more she writes, the more she writes. So I resonate with that a lot because it's the same thing that you said, no? Ki, oh, I have 100 songs, but I'll share only 5. Like, share all. No, like, what is going to happen? It's going to be okay.
I'll put you in touch with few artists.
Yeah.
Who have more than 100 songs in their vault, but have released only 5 songs. One of them is us. Cool. So coming back to releases, you also said ki I want to sustain comfortably, right?
Yeah.
What is the cost of sustenance?
Sustenance.
Or whatever that is.
No, I'm joking. Sustenance is food.
So what is the cost when it comes to your studio? Like from thought to distribution to say table or like to the platform.
Yeah.
What are the costs associated in a single release?
So when you subscribe to a DSP like distribution partner like TuneCore, you get the annual subscription, so that's covered for a whole year. And
give me a lump sum, like, okay,
yeah,
this is what it would be Mota moti.
Why am I feeling stressed?
Why?
It's such a stigma to talk about money.
Say it might cost you, like some artists, it might cost 5,000 rupees because that is, they have home produced it.
Yeah.
Or it might cost 5 lakh rupees because they have had session artists. So what is it, your cost that is
So
there?
it can range from, let's say, 20,000 to like 30, 35. Depending again on like how many instruments you're having. If you're having session musicians come in to play instruments you don't know how to play. If you're working with a producer who then they also have obviously their rates and their fees. So it depends on the combinations that you choose, and I am very particular at this stage to keep my budget very cost effective.
What is
Because-
cost effective?
So I'm not like going over like my set amount of like, let's say 30,000 or like ideally I like to keep it much lower than that because again, like I want to keep this going for a long time and I want to still within that also make sure that I'm working with as many people as I can and sustaining it enough to grow that traction and
Got
the
it.
audience.
So now I want to ask you from a business point of view, right? Like,
Yeah.
so any time when you are creating a product or like a service or a song, there has to be a return on investment.
Yeah.
So say 30,000 is your return, your investment. How does an artist get the returns on the invested money?
I'm finding out.
Yeah, got it.
No, I'm just I'm kidding, but I am finding out.
Yeah.
But it's
So do you have any thoughts ki, okay, I want to do this so that I can get X amount. I want to do this. These are the streams of revenue for me at the
Yeah.
moment.
So to be very honest with you, the financial side of things, my sister's helping me out with that, and like I have, someone who's also like a mentor who's helping me with this as well, and it's because when I'm looking at like a song and the money and like the marketing and all of these things, it stresses me out it stresses me out. Matlab, I think it hinders my process of working a lot more. So when it comes to like figuring out the returns and all this is why like you can, as a musician, you can earn from live shows, you can earn from your streams as well. I mean, I've been told that it's not always like the most reliable and like constant, but once it's set, you have a passive income sort of coming in. So that's another way. You can do songwriting sessions for like other musicians as well, or brands, companies, whatever. There's advertising, so there are ways to earn, and they might be a little to the side of what you're doing, but still within the music world of things, and it's still doable. I mean, it's not that it's not possible. So yeah, and right now my whatever I have in terms of savings is what is funding and fueling this project for the next year.
12 months.
Yeah. So
Nice. I'm very happy for you, what you're doing.
Thanks.
It literally takes guts
thank you.
to kind of drop everything and think, okay, I'm just gonna be with my art form, be it whatever, music,
Yeah.
poetry, graphic design, like any such
Yeah,
art form,
any creative,
and it
yeah.
really requires intense amount of guts and self-belief ki, okay,
Yeah.
yes, I am capable of kind of executing this and sustaining and making a career out of it, right?
Yeah. Can I just say something?
Yeah.
When I started this journey, so I did the song camp, I came back, and that song camp actually taught me so much about what it means to be creative and what your capacity is as a writer and a composer, that I was like, I cannot give myself any excuse to not show up,
Correct.
and share my work. But for the first 3 months, internally, it was so difficult to feel okay. Or I constantly felt like, oh my God, am I doing this right? Is this the right way to go about it? And is there something else that I could be doing, or is it allowed? More importantly, and I'm not like this when it comes to like writing stories and all of these things. So with music, it just felt like I wasn't feeling internally like settled, but I feel like now I'm settled, and it feels good. But I just wanted to share that because sometimes when you're doing something you love, the first initial few months or days or weeks might not be picture perfect and rosy.
Yeah.
And
It never is. It never
yeah,
is.
but I think a question that helps you like just sort of snap out of it is, do you want to quit? And if your answer is no or ambiguous, you have to just keep going.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I had, I was like all choked up when I was saying that. But anyways, I would love to lighten things up now.
Yeah.
And I wanted to ask you a few rapid fire questions.
Ooh, okay.
But before that, is there anything else that you want to address in this entire thing? I think we have covered quite a bit.
Yeah, I think we're good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I want to lighten things up and I want to ask you a few rapid fire questions.
Yeah.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay. Are you
Bring it.
a morning or a night person?
Morning.
Morning?
Yes.
I thought all the creative juices flow at night.
असं काही नाही.
असं काही नाही आहे?
नाही.
Okay, cool. Chai or coffee?
Chai.
मी तुला आत्ता कॉफी पाजली.
Arey, because I needed coffee right now, but my default is always chai.
Okay. Best compliment you have received on your song?
On my song, that they saw themselves in the song. They're like, I went through this exactly and you've written it so well. And when they see themselves in the song, that's what they always write about. And this has happened for like quite a few.
Which one?
A Calendar to Get By, Bursting Out of Seams, and Good Call also.
Yeah?
Yeah. So
How's the good call, like how they
Response?
post? Yeah, response.
It's been really nice. Everyone's like, it's like you but grown up. And I'm like,
Yeah, it is actually. It is actually matured.
yeah.
You.
Yeah.
You know. What is the worst advice you have received as an independent artist?
As an independent artist, quit.
What? Who said that?
I mean, it wasn't like, oh, you should quit. It's like, are you sure you want to do this? It's like a lot of work and you don't write Hindi.
I'll tell you one thing. I tell a lot of my, not mentors, but people who approach me for whatever, right? Take any stream, doctors or engineers or even like, you know, whatever service-based business is there. How much time do they put per day? 8 hours? 12 hours?
Yeah.
Are you putting your 8 to 10 hours as an artist every day?
Yeah.
If you do, you learn way more than what those doctors and other people do. Because the compounding fold effect is much higher. The returns on any art form is much, much higher. I mean, yes, on day one, of course, all these industries will earn way more.
Yeah.
But like day, say, 1,000, you
Yeah.
will start seeing those results. And like day 2,000, you will be like way beyond par with
Yeah.
what they are.
Yeah.
You know, so, but provided if you're putting those 8 to 10 hours every
I'll
single
log
day.
this into my best advice category. Thanks.
Please do.
I also see it like that, by the way. Like
Yeah.
every industry has their own struggles. So
yeah.
it's just...
I mean, see, the thing is, I feel a lot of the times you see the glorified
Exactly.
side of music, but
Yeah.
you don't see the business side of it,
Yeah.
wherein you really have to like do all the marketing, all the sales, all the
Yeah.
production. So production is basically operations.
Yeah.
The pre-production is basically your script writing or your songwriting, lyrics,
Yeah.
and like, you know, a gathering of people, session musicians, your post-production or like whatever will be your mixing, mastering, distribution, and all of these
Yeah.
things, right? Like, and then comes your return on investment, where is
Yeah.
your the business side of it, कि मैंने
Correct.
इतना पैसा डाला है, मेरे को कितना पैसा वापस मिलेगा.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, that's what I feel. Most of the artists kind of don't zero down on the business strategy of it.
Correct.
They have the creative juices flowing, definitely, but
I think that's also why it's harder for them to have that like agency or like that will to want to keep going, because you just have to, when you think of it as a business you can figure out, you just tweak things, or like you just have to figure out what needs to change, and then once you have that down, nothing like it, right?
Yeah.
Like you just you can make it work.
Yeah.
So I think, yeah, you're right, that's very important. And learn the legal stuff also, guys. Very important.
Yes. Another thing I want to ask you, rapid fire again.
Okay.
The one sound that you're stuck with.
One sound.
Yeah, like in the past, like say 1 month.
Okay, so this is not PR or anything, okay, but really good call, because I've been recording a lot of reels
Yes.
and like a lot of content for that song, and I just put up the BTS video of how we made the music video.
Amazing.
So it's that song has been stuck in my head, and I'm not mad about it. It's just it's a fun one. So
The marketing task you avoid the most.
emails,
Yeah.
marketing, matlab, yeah, like reaching out to people. I think that is what I am behind on most days.
Oh.
But now I've decided Monday is my email day.
Mm.
So I just sit and email all these people like, hi, I'm back again with a new song. Have you heard it? So
Collaboration deal breaker in one word.
extreme judgmental comments. Because it's in the creative process, I hate it when someone is like very dismissive of whatever it is that you have to say. Ideas can be in a range of good and not so good, but I think being dismissive from the offset or just sort of putting the other person down for knowing or not knowing certain things, that's like a huge no-no for me immediately. But I haven't worked with someone like that, so I was like really lucky. So yeah.
If Good Call was a place, what would it be?
Beach came to my mind.
Wow.
I don't know why. Yeah.
Beach.
A beach.
If you could delete one myth about indie artists, what would it be?
That they have to struggle forever. Do you have differing opinions on that?
No, not really. We have had our fair bit of struggles.
Yeah.
So that's what I said. This industry only sees the glorified side of it. You don't see the struggles. And the reason for this platform is also to have that voice for all the independent artists, right? Cool. Coming back. A lyric that you are proud of. Okay, I have written this.
Oh, I don't think that much. My God. Okay. So in A Love Song After All, there's this line, I sat and watched for days if you would come my way, but it hurt to be so still, my heart couldn't handle it. So that, the way it's sung, I think it always hits me a lot harder. I sat and watched for days if you would come my way, but it hurt to be so still, my heart couldn't handle it. I've been holding on, maybe it's not a love song after all. That whole chunk.
I'm a very sensitive person, so I'll tear up also, and I'll have goosebumps. So yeah, amazing, and your voice sounds so good. If 3 songs you are most excited about in these 12 songs, what are those?
Oh my God. A Love Song After All, Walking Sunlight, and Upward and Onward.
Amazing. What about the others? They're feeling bad.
No, they don't. What is this? Don't emotionally trap me. They're all great.
Nice.
They know I love them.
Amazing. Okay, are you a lyric first or a melody first kind of a person?
What kind of question is this?
Basically, lyrics come first,
I know.
or the melody comes first?
Mostly melody comes first,
okay.
but sometimes lyric comes in chunks. So I don't know, whichever comes first.
So a lot of the times, like, I get a melody when I'm riding my bike. Do you also have something like that? Like,
Yes.
Yeah. What is that moment? What is it that where you get the melodies most out of?
I am driving back home. I have not reached yet, and something will come. Or I'm giving the dogs food. The in between lulls of doing tasks. Like the task is not done yet, but something will come. The song Upward and Onward also came like that, and again written on the piano, and like a child. But it's so good, and I think there's beauty in that simple version of the song as well. So yeah, it's always in between tasks. And then if you check my phone, I have like hundreds and hundreds of voice notes just so I can record the idea.
And that's what I meant by how many melodies and songs do you have that are there and you have not made it into a song?
Oh, my bad.
Yeah. And because a lot of these sketches are always there, like you will write something and you won't write anything beyond that because it might have gone in the back pages of your book. Maybe 5-10 years later, you'll come back to it, maybe.
Right. I'll have to check now. This is a great question.
Exactly. So
Okay.
go retrospect and like see.
No retrospect, no, now I have to go through
Yeah.
the voice notes and be like, oh, this is a
This
cool
is
idea.
there. Oh, this was there. That was there. And maybe you can come up with 2 songs in a month next year.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Let's hope.
Yeah. And don't forget to collaborate with me also.
Yeah, done. Coming soon.
Okay. What is the next skill that you intentionally plan to build?
Admin tasks.
Admin task.
Administrative, like organizing a little more.
Organizing.
Actually, that's a very bad answer, Radhika. Come on. Okay, hold on. A skill that the skill set that I'm trying to learn right now is like production and the DAW and just making sure that I'm translating ideas better and faster with more clarity. So that is something that I'm working on, and just meeting more people, because I like to be in my own space and I'm very happy. But I think I the most unexpected and most fun collaborations and songs have come from meeting new people.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
I'd say putting myself out there.
Nice. What is a good call you made as an artist and a bad call you learnt from?
Good call was finally deciding to share. I hadn't done that.
Yeah.
And
it took quite a long time for
Yeah.
you, to be very honest.
That's why when you introduced me, you're like, she has a decade. I'm like, for a decade, I didn't believe I didn't see myself as a singer-songwriter, you know? Like, I was like, yeah, these songs are coming. And when they're written, I'm not thinking about this is what it'll sound like in the studio. So it took me a while to acknowledge that part of me.
Yeah. Because when, sorry to cut you,
Yeah.
because when I recorded y'all for Feathers, and I was like, man, this is, and especially Wheels, I was like, man, this song and all these things have tremendous like potential. Maybe the marketing went down or whatever, like, you know, but then I'm like, okay, when is the next EP? When is the next, what is next? And individually also, like you and Darren, both of y'all, like, you know, I thought solo things will come out,
Journeys,
but there was like a huge gap in between. Of course, like you said, academics and like
COVID.
life took over. COVID should have been all the more better reason to put more songs out. Don't you think?
Not really, because it was, there were no maids. So there was like, I'm sorry, but it doesn't get more real than this, okay? Like, I'm going to be honest with you. Like, think about it like this. Like, someone who's never thought of herself as, not never, someone who didn't consider that this is a part of her, could be a part of her reality, where she's a singer-songwriter, producer who's sharing her music once a month. And so I didn't take that idea of like seriously, like, oh, let me record this. A lot of songs were definitely written in COVID. Many were written. But I didn't think of like sharing them, because I'm like, abhi kaun karega? Like, I have to go make chapati. Or like the dogs went and it's raining in Pune and the dogs were in the garden and now it's like a chiklache pie anle kitchen where they were like in the dining room, so he got clean that. And I mean, not that I was doing it alone, like my parents were helping as well.
I get it.
The chore distribution was great, but there was still a lot of chores to do, so we were just sort of grappling with that existing in that strange time. And sharing didn't come first, but I was creating 100%. Like, a lot has been written. My poetry collection also, a lot of it's from that time as well. So yeah, that was happening.
Nice. What would be a great win for you in the next 12 months?
Oof, something really scary came to mind, but
Let it
my
out.
first like global artist collaboration.
Wow.
That would be insane. Like, that I would, like, someone, Ray. She is goals. Like, I love her. She's amazing.
Where should people go if they are discovering your music first?
Go to my Instagram page, so you'll know me first and my sense of humor. And then you can find all of my music on Spotify and Apple Music and whatever platform you use to listen to songs. Go there. And if Instagram was not enough and you're like, she's actually funny, go to my YouTube channel. It's really funny and it's good and it's just very chill. Yeah, it's very me. Like, even my BTS videos that I have, like, I have this series going where after every song is put out, I share like in 2 parts. One is the behind the song, so it's how we produced it in the studio. all the chaos, my decision making, and then the pending decisions and all that fun stuff I show. And the second is the making of the music video. And my sister helps me with that. So she's very like good at, cinematography and like composing shots and everything, which I cannot do for the life of me. All my photos are teda. So she's like, I'll do it, please. So I love curating that on the side because I enjoy editing those BTS videos so much.
Amazing. You're the first person who has said, I enjoy editing.
Yeah. Oh, I think because it's my stuff, that's why I'm like, wow. If it's someone else's, I might get bored.
Yeah, correct. Nice. If any last message that you want to share?
If you're,
yeah, anywhere. To me, to the camera.
I think you should take that leap of faith and just keep doing it until you get to where you want to get to. You'll survive.
You'll survive. You'll more than survive.
You'll thrive.
You'll thrive. Amazing. Thank you so much, Radhika. This was indeed amazing, and it was good amount of laughter and decent amount of like kind of emotion, flowing through today. I'm wishing you all the very best. And to all our listeners, please go check out Radhika's new tracks and follow her because a lot of music is coming through in the next 12 months. You should be expecting 12 tracks, 2 of which are already released. One has released, one will release this month. Thanks for tuning in. And if you are there till the end, do not forget to subscribe to Sound Dada. I am Malay and I'll see you in the next episode. Bye.